everybody in internet world or YouTube world. Judy T got a little closer. She got her hand on my shoulder. She says, I got something to say. Now, this mannequin, Miss Judy T, is wearing my mother-in-law's dress. My mother-in-law was so little, I could barely get it on the mannequin. It still won't zip up in the back. But she has something to say today. Now, my mom-in-law was a big-time Trumper. And the only reason she was a Trumper was because of abortion rights. Now, she was a very kind, beautiful soul. But if you were pregnant, she wanted you to have that baby. She wanted that baby to have a life. Now, she's not one of those people that once a baby's born, forget about it. She would help you if she could. She really would. She was a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I call her Mama because she's more of a mama to me than my own mama was. So, she has something to say, and I really do believe it has something to do with the state our world is in. She knows stuff from the other side that maybe we don't know. So I want to kind of do some cards and see what she says about the state of our world, or at least, well, the world in general, and then at least the United States, because, you know, she was all about pro-life. That was her main motivator, and I get that, but there are circumstances that pro-life is not such a good thing. And seeing that she has crossed over, I'm wondering if she has a different take. So I am going to try to channel her and see what she has to say about the state of America. Not necessarily the politics of it, but the state of it. It is so, people are so divided. People are so mean. They say things, you know, they hide behind this, you know, here I am, my words, but they don't show their face. You know, people can say anything when they have no responsibility to what they're saying. So be careful of your words, y'all. That's all I gotta say about that. And again, thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that you know it comes from the heart. I am going to use my favorite deck because this is my favorite deck. It's what got me started in tarot. And man, she is pressing on my shoulder. So I do believe that she has a message for us all. So let's hear what it is. Want to? And this is the old path, by the way. I've used it a lot. I've bought it 3 or 4 times now because I wore it out. I can't believe it's still in print. It was out of print for a while. And it's now, it used to be called the Old Path. And now it's just called the Path or something like that. But it's still the Old Path. Anyway. So let's see what Mama has to say to us all. And she was always so funny. She had a great sense of humor. I wish you all could have met her. I wish I could have interviewed her on this channel and you would have got to see the wonderful, wonderful lady that she really was. Even though we disagreed on who should be president. but for different reasons. All right, Mom, seeing that you're on the other side, what do you got to say? Okay, first card she's pulling out is the Nine of Pentacles. And she's talking about greed here. I mean, it's not total greed, but it's greed. She's saying that people are becoming more greedy, more money-oriented, and you can't take it with you, is what she's saying. She's saying you can't take money with you. Money is not everything. You can't. There's no need for money where she is. And the United States is being very, very greedy. Greedy, greedy. And it's not bringing them happiness. It's not bringing them anything other than material things that you can't take with you. You need to help one another is what she's trying to say. Spread the wealth. We shall see. Let's see what else she's got to say. I don't know if I should put that card back in the deck and see if it comes back out again. Maybe I'll try it again in a minute. Okay, there's some things she wants on to. All right, here's some things. I'm going to move this one because we've already... Oh, let's put it back in there and see if it comes back out. Okay, Mama. Mama Wagner. What's going on here? Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time to make sure she has no other cards that she wants me to relay to the United States. Nope, that's it. Okay, let's see what we got. First off, we got a leader. The United States and my father-in-law fought for this country and what it stood for. Democracy. He was a general. He fought for us so we could have the freedoms that we do have. They fought tyranny. They didn't want to be under the rule of religion or anarchy. They wanted to be free. And that's what he fought for. And he tried to show people kindness. I remember him, and so does she, obviously her and him actually, would go and ring the bell for Salvation Army. Even though they had money, they didn't have to do that. They weren't looking for a job. They did it as volunteers to help people who were less fortunate. She says, we're getting away from that. We're not trying to help the people who are less fortunate than ourselves. We're not trying to help our neighbor. We're trying to be greedy. As the first card came out, we're just all in it for ourselves. And that's not what she stands for. She's like, if I want you to have the baby, you have the baby. I'm going to help you take care of it. Because you can't. Like, she helped take care of me. She taught me so much in her life in these 15 years that I had the pleasure to know her. Wow. Sometimes, and I'm glad I'm talking to her today. The other day I told Kevin, I said, I really wish I could talk to your mama. I really wish she would give me some guidance here. And she is. She's talking to all of us right now, okay? Queen of Rods is a Leo type of temperament. Yes, some troubled times are going to happen. And there are people that are faking it until they make it. And you know what? It's okay. And they're entitled to their beliefs. Whether they believe that the Clintons are doing sex trafficking or whatever, or Democrats are, or Biden isn't Biden, or whatever they believe. And they may not even like who's in the presidency now. But you know what? They believe that it has to happen before the world can be a better place. I'm not sure. I don't know what she's trying to say by that. Fake it till you make it? I don't know. Knight of Cauldrons. We all have to do what burdens our heart. If it's burdening your heart to help someone else, then go help them. If it's causing stress on your heart to be greedy, then stop being greedy. Take action. Stand up. Stand up for the person who has no voice. Stand up for the immigrant. She had friends who were immigrants here. And they were legal. They're legal now, but they were legal. But they made it. And they weren't criminals. You guys, sometimes people need asylum. They need to get away from drug cartel or mafia or whatever that is going on in their countries. And they need our help. And if we can't take everybody in, there's not enough housing, there's not enough food, especially with the tariffs going on. So how can we help them make their country better? And it's not by putting tariffs on it. It's about going and being missionaries, teaching, loving, showing love and compassion. That's all it's about, is showing love and compassion to your fellow human being. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what nationality they are. Show love and respect and empathy. This is so sounding like her. She says there's not much change coming June. She says prepare. There's not a lot of change coming for this world right now that we live in, or at least the United States. There's not much change. There's greed everywhere. But we do need to stand up. We do need to turn this card this way and make it a change. And this is a major arcana. And she's saying there's a lesson to be learned here. And we have to learn it, regardless if we like it or not. We have to learn the lesson, guys. So the quicker we learn it, the quicker we can move on, right? She says, learn to use this before you use this. Learn to communicate before you fight. Learn to put yourself in somebody else's shoes before you judge. Don't take action where action is not needed. Learn to listen. Learn to be empathetic. Learn it. Live it. That's a way to grow. And Nine of Pentacles upside down. If we get that, you know, if you'll remember right, this was the Greek card in the beginning of the reading. It's this way now. So it says, if we learn to listen, try to understand what somebody's saying without cutting them off or without prejudice or judgment, if we learn to listen, there's more than enough to go around. There really is. And we can help other countries to be better countries, to have democracy, to have equality, to have diversity, to have inclusion, no matter who you are, or what you do, or what color you are, or where you come from. Whether you come from the poorest or the richest. If we can learn that lesson to listen, to be compassionate and empathetic, then there's enough to go around. Not everybody needs everything, but everybody needs something. And the last card that she has to say is, again, this is about picking your battles. This is not a battle that we can win if we do not pay attention. This is not a battle we can win by running away. This is a battle that we have to pick and choose and decide where we stand. Do we stand with empathy, or do we stand with tyranny or greed, or do we stand with diplomacy, empathy, and caring and loving and helping? Where do we stand on the side of this aisle? If we don't even know ourselves, how can we do it? How can we fight it? How can we win it? We can't. It's not a battle we can win if we can't listen to the other side, if we can't be empathetic, if we can't put ourselves in their shoes. We can't win it. We really can't. And you guys, I really believe this is one of the more serious readings I have had on the state of the United States. Guys, we gotta help where we can. And we gotta stand up for those who can't. We gotta help people be people without greed. I hate greed. I really do. Guys, we don't need to be greedy. We don't have to have all the money there is. It can't buy you love. It can't buy you help when your house burns down. Yeah, you can pay somebody to fix it. That's about it. It's not about community on the other side. It's about community on this side. So we have to stand up for one another. We have to believe that we can make a difference with our voice, with our empathy, with our compassion, with our love. We have to believe that we can do that. So with that being said, Martha South's out of here. Thank you, Mama. Y'all stay mystical.